first question we have for you is again, so what inspired you to enroll in Common Good Atlanta classes, and what were your initial expectations?
So what inspired me to join Common Good? I remember when I first arrived to Metro Atlanta, and I used to see these group of people with uniform on. A lot of people. They was all talking to each other, leaving whatever program they was leaving in. I was curious, so I think I asked. I want to say it was Eric, and I asked him about the program they had, and he was telling me what they was involved in and the scheduling in their classes, and I was just looking for something to participate in initially. I knew it was coming college course because an individual told me, but it was still more I wanted to learn about it. So I just took it upon myself to join the class, and that's how I found out about it. My expectation, I wouldn't say I had any expectation at first. It was just more curiosity and wanted to learn more. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right. So the next question is, can you share any memorable moments, whether from classes, discussions, or social events that had a lasting impact on you?
Uh, what I remember, I guess I could start with when we would first walk into the classroom. It was always quiet. Slow music may be playing sometimes, or meditation music. Just give you time to reflect and think before class start. To it was a calming environment. It wasn't any pressure at all. Everybody had unique qualities within themselves. Everybody could be themselves. Uh, while in class, I just remember the professors always encouraging each individual to, just speak their mind, no matter what it is, what was on their mind, but just speaking what was on your mind, because we out here to better ourselves, and you know, everybody needs to be heard.
Thank you. And are there any particular instructors you can think of, readings or assignments that resonated with you? And if there is, why did that resonate, or why did they resonate with you?
I would go with it's two. I like all of them. Honestly, I enjoy all of them, but two of the ones I got the most out of was I want to say literature, reading literature, because that wasn't my strong suit, but actually participating in reading literature, it helped me understand language more through emotions and body language, communication, just all of that overall. And also critical thinking and writing skills, like sitting and writing for minutes and minutes, just writing whatever it is that was on your mind. It helped you understand who you are more, what your thoughts is, and your thought patterns. And I never really did dug that deep into myself until I took critical thinking and writing skills. So it was those two out of the most I enjoyed or got the most out of.
Thank you. And this kind of is somewhat related. So, how has your experience with Common Good Atlanta influenced the way you communicate and engage with others, including fellow students, family, and the broader community?
Right. So yeah, I would say like through all of the courses in Common Good, we will always have to go in front of the classroom if we did a project or anything like that. Usually I would kind of like stay away from that, or I wouldn't participate or volunteer to do that. But I found myself willing to do it even if I felt uncomfortable, because it did help me grow. So with that being said, it just helped me express myself to a larger audience than I normally would before I actually took Common Good.
Perfect. You know, they say public speaking is the number one fear in the world. So, I think there are others, like being honest.
Yeah.
Spiders.
What did you say, Chris?
Spiders.
Spiders, spiders, maybe.
Tomorrow.
Okay. So it improved your confidence then
It did.
overall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question is, How has the participation in Common Good influenced your academic or career aspirations, and have you pursued new opportunities as a result?
So coming good actually encouraged me to pursue a college degree. I want a bachelor degree in software engineering, computer science. Um, I think coming good prepared me for what actually takes place in a university or community college, tech college, anything dealing with pursuing education, just the classroom setting, being accountable for your work, because we did get graded on our work, just preparation.
That's great. That's great perspective. I haven't heard as much about, you know. Okay, thank you for that. Let's see. What's been your most memorable or meaningful Common Good Atlanta related experience in the last couple years, if there are any? An event you attended, a personal achievement, or you applied what you learned through CGA?
My last couple of years, I would say valuing relationships. I say that because I've been out for the last 2 years, and usually I do feel like when people get out, they kind of go their own direction. Life is life. Certain things take place in life, but I always fell back on keeping in contact with community. Excuse me, coming good, Atlanta. Um, if I needed a perspective on something, I could call and reach out to any alumni or professor. Everybody involved with CGA. If I had any questions on the decision I needed to make, I could reach out to them. So I would say valuing relationships.
That's great. Okay, thank you. And the next question, just a couple more. If you could give advice to someone considering that's still inside, considering Common Good classes, what would you say?
I would say take it. It definitely helped me out. It changed who I am as a person. Not all the way, but it was a process. Me taking that step, it just helped me like open my mind up more because the setting of Coming Good was unique and very diverse. Everybody had different backgrounds. It was very fun too. Like they tried to make it a fun experience because we all human, and yeah, it was a nice experience. So I encourage anybody to do it.
Okay. And then the next question, and then I want to talk a little bit just about your reentry experience after this. So the next question, I know that when we talked, you expressed interest in wanting to kind of help other people, you know, along the way or get involved, volunteer, things like that. Why is it important to reach back and to help others now that you are, you know, in this free world? What's the importance of that?
The importance is, I would say, one, like with my journey of reentry, as far as in transitioning into society, it is things or obstacles I came across that I didn't expect. My mindset was at times in a place I didn't expect or wasn't prepared for fully. So with that being said, they give me the experience to go back to others who may come across paths like mine, and I could, give advice on how to avoid that or not run into obstacles I did. That's what it's all about, helping each other out. And I feel like the people who are ahead or who have ran into things, it gives those people behind us the advantage because it's like me going back telling them like, hey, you may want to avoid this because this is something I ran into, and they may not even expected that themselves, and it kind of just helped them out. So yeah, I feel like it is important to go back.
Lift
Yeah,
as you rise. That's what I say. Okay, and the last question, Drequan, is so something that you may or may not know is Common Good will in the future start to go inside of some facilities to start helping people prepare for release prior to their release. How important is it that partners like Common Good and others start to prepare people for their release well before the time it is for you to go home? How important is that and why?
all right. Can you ask it one more time?
Okay, I probably jumbled up the words at the end. So tell me the importance of organizations preparing you for release before you get home versus like your day one starting that journey at that point. So just thinking back to maybe a year before your release, and and the importance of starting to plan for that release early versus when you go home. Why is that important?
I feel like it's important because one thing I've seen in my experience myself, like when I was close to getting released, I did think about just the freedom side of life, like feeling like it was just gonna be a straight path, a walk in the park. Um, I didn't think I would run into some of the challenges I did, even though I heard it and I heard other people tell me, but it's like I didn't take it serious how I should have. And when I did, I was just in a, it's like I had to adapt to the situation, knowing that it's reality and this is life and how life works. It's not gonna always be easy. So I do feel like people should take that serious, preparing, and it's supporting the individual themselves wanting to do better. Because I feel like it go half and half. Common good do their part. They offer the resources and the help, but also the individual wanted to be helped. And that's just my perspective on it.
Okay. And just generally tell us where you are now. We want to know who is Drequan now. What are you up to now in your life? What's happening?
But right now, I'm a content creator. Um, I actually attend events, business, investing, social events to learn. I'm on a learning journey. I also have background in IT and software engineering, and one day I actually want to use that education to build myself a career and build a better life. So now that I'm fully, like, I wouldn't say I'm at my fullest peak, but I'm getting there. I feel better than I ever did. So I go with that.
Thank you, Drequan. Thank you for being transparent and